Hi guys, welcome back to Glittery Crystals. Before we start the video, I want to thank every single one of you for subscribing. We have finally reached our goal for 1,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful. I'm beyond grateful for all of you that have subscribed to my channel. I hope you are enjoying my videos, and I'm gonna be a little bit more on a roll with these cups. I know it takes me a while to do a cup, but I want to publish and I want to edit more videos for you guys. All right, let's get back to the video. As you can see, I did this fall tumbler. I've been wanting to do a tumbler, a hydro sport tumbler, and I decided to do it with a fall theme. I will leave down below all the materials that I used for the creation of this cup. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed, I invite you to subscribe. And yes, let's get to it. Okay, this is the hydro tumbler that I will be using. These are the glitters. You can buy them individually in my store, or I have also created a fall glitter pack, and you can save a few coins with that pack. So what I'm doing right now is using my tape to kind of mark where I will be applying my vinyl and where the glitter is going to be. You can choose if you want to be applying half and half or more of a glitter, less of a vinyl. It's up to you, the size of the space that you will be using. So since I am using 5 glitters total, I am kind of measuring this space for 5 glitters. And I'm using my tape. After I have measured the tape and aligned and spaced out these 5 glitters, I will do a second tape with the same measurements and apply them to my tumbler. I will start by applying my glitter to the first, third, and fifth glitter scale. I have already decided which glitter is going to go where, so I will start with the lightest to the darkest. Before I put any Mod Podge, I will tape the rim. That way I will have a more crisp edge. So as you can see here, I am applying my Mod Podge, and for some reason I don't like to apply a thick coat of Mod Podge. And that's the reason why I have to go twice with my glitter. You can also put some acrylic paint to your Mod Podge and color it. That way you will only have to do one coat of glitter. But I've noticed that I like doing 2 coats. It's just a personal preference. Once you have applied your Mod Podge, I go back with my brush and make a clean stroke. Look at this color. I am just in love with this color. I love all these colors from this scheme, but they each have their personal beauty. So I'll repeat the process. I'll put some Mod Podge. I'll put my glitters down. I will go back and apply a thicker layer of Mod Podge after I have finished with my third color. Once I have applied a second coat of glitter for all 3 glitters, I will seal them with my crystal clear enamel. Once that has fully dried, I will go back and I will remove my tapes. Do not be afraid. As you can see, I'm struggling just a little bit with the tape due to the fact that I applied 2 times Mod Podge, and I also applied a layer of clear enamel. And we will repeat this same process over again with the left 2 glitters. Make sure that once you are done with those 2 glitters, you seal that section again. And this is how it's supposed to be looking. I love the way I started from the light gray or the light silver to the dark brown. So right here, I am using a piece of tape and I am kind of measuring how much of my vinyl I need. I am making sure that there's no taper or tapper between the top and the bottom of my cup. And this is the size of my vinyl that I need. I will leave the link down below where I got this vinyl. It's from Expressions Vinyl. Brain fart. So once I have measured my vinyl, I have cut the piece that was left, and now I will apply it. I still left a small amount from the top and the bottom for, let's say, some space for error, if you mind. But on the top part, I did struggle a little bit due to the fact that there's this curve. This was probably not the best tumbler for a wrap, for a vinyl wrap. But either way, I love the way it turned out. I wanted to use this tumbler for the longest. I've had it sitting in my shelf literally for almost a year. I bought a case from Hogs and I have never found a way to use it. I tried twice with another design with just glitter and epoxy, but they kept falling off from my turner. I tried it twice and I just gave up on this design until now that I tried again and I was successful this time around. So as you can see, I am applying my vinyl slowly and there will be a gap. I left some space, as I said, and we will cut that piece out. Do not worry. Just make sure that as you're applying your vinyl, make sure to squeegee out any air bubbles. If you see any air bubbles, just use your X-Acto knife, poke a hole and rub it, and that way the air will come out of the inside of the vinyl. So this is what I meant. I started applying my vinyl, but since it's a curve, then there will be either wrinkles or you have to rip a bigger portion and overlap the vinyl. I should have applied my vinyl from the middle out instead of from one edge to the other. That's why there's this overlap and wrinkle on the top. But either way, I do not mind it. I love the way it turned out. It's for me. This tumbler is for me. I do not mind it. I tried my best fixing it. And as you can see here, I did rip a few sections of the vinyl, but either way, I still had to overlap it. But for me, I'm okay with this way. I am so sorry for the noise you can hear, for that buzzing sound. It's my AC. I'm editing this video in my office, and you can hear that buzzing sound from the AC. And I've tried editing while it's not on, but it keeps turning on and I cannot wait any longer to edit this video. So yes, please don't mind and let's keep watching this tutorial. Now using your sharp X-Acto knife, I am going to go all around and cut whatever extra vinyl is overlapping. I will also turn it upside down and trim off that extra vinyl. I will be spray painting the bottom part. I am not too worried of a crisp line, but either way, you do not want to go far down where you actually rip the vinyl from the design that's going to be showing. And this step, I want to make sure that the vinyl is very, very well attached to my tumbler. I do not want any lift when applying my epoxy. And since we sealed all our glitters, they will not be damaged when using our X-Acto knife for this part. I will be using my quick coat to seal my vinyl, especially the edge. That's the part that I want to make sure I have well covered. I will cover the entire vinyl. This is to avoid any fish eyes on my epoxy. I do not want my epoxy to repel my vinyl. That's why I am applying this quick coat. You can also use your crystal clear enamel spray to seal it if you do not have this product. And once it has fully dried, I will be applying my epoxy. I love this slow-mo. This slow motion was actually a mistake from the video. I really don't know how it happened. I don't know why the video started swirling super slow, but I do not mind it. Once my epoxy has fully cured, I will give it a good sand, get rid of any bumps, and we will start applying our holographic stripes. I used a 12 by 12 vinyl, and I just cut some stripes. The size that I am using right now is a 0.15, and the second size is 0.12. That's for your reference. I decided to use the thicker vinyl stripes on the sides, and I believe I used the slimmer ones, dividing every glitter. But this step is fairly easy. I have applied my vinyl and I'm just cutting off the excess. So I am applying one end to the edge and I am stretching the vinyl just a little bit and making sure that both glitters are covered with the vinyl. If you find that you have applied your vinyl and you're not satisfied with the position there, I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. Anyways, as I was saying, apply your vinyl on one edge, and if you are not fully satisfied, just lift the vinyl again and reposition it. Make sure it doesn't stick to the rest of the strips. To the rest of the strips. What is wrong with me today? There goes my AC one more time. Let me turn it off and I will continue editing this video. Now we will apply a second layer of our epoxy. Once we have applied that layer, we will let our cup spin. I let my cup spin for 30 minutes until the epoxy was right about tacky, to the point where you apply something and it will not move. So it's very tacky. You can wait an hour. It's up to you. Depending the temperature of your room, it's going to be the speed of how fast your epoxy cures. Where I have my epoxy turners, it's pretty hot unless I turn my AC on. But right now it was, I believe, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so my epoxy was curing a bit quicker. I will be applying these leaves. You can find them on our shop. We'll also be leaving down the link down below. But I applied my leaves on the sides of the holographic stripes. So now, once it has fully cured, the next day, I will grab this plastic bag. You can use any grocery bag, Ziploc bag, whatever bag or plastic you have on hand. And as you can see here, I'm just using this tape to cover the rest of the tumbler. Previously, I have applied a layer of the tape. That's the edge where I want my spray paint to be. I'm making sure this plastic overlaps because you do not want any of that spray paint go underneath the plastic bag and getting your tumbler. You do not need that much of an issue. So I'm making sure that the bottom is also covered because I do not want the fumes going underneath the plastic. And before we continue, just to make sure, I will apply another layer of tape. Yes, it's a lot of tape, but it's also a lot of work what we have accomplished. So I am going to protect this tumbler as much as I can. And this is just the itty bitty amount of spray paint that I will be using. So right after we have spray painted, I put my cup in my cup turner. I am using some tweezers because the spray paint is still wet. And please make sure you do not touch the bottom of this cup right now. It's wet. We do not want to scratch it. We do not want any mistakes in this section of the video. So I am recording with one hand and I am pulling with the other hand. Let's make sure, once again, make sure you do not touch your cup with the tape or the bag that has that spray paint. And gently, let's remove the second layer of tape. I am using my cup turner to help me remove it, but this part of the tape is very well adhered to the cup and it's making my turner switch position. So I am being careful, and since I only have one hand to work with, I am removing the tape section by section. I love the way this spray paint matches my vinyl. This is not a black spray paint. I actually used a dark walnut color, but it looks more of a black than dark brown. And yes, look at that crisp edge. I love it. Let's let it spin until it's fully dried. So somehow, somewhere, some way, the part where I was applying my vinyl was cut off, and I do not have that piece of the video. But I cut out my vinyl, both of them, and I just cut out this very pretty phrase, pumpkin spice and everything nice. I know that the word pumpkin does not have a G at the end. Yes, I know it's wrong, but I love it. I did not notice before applying my quick coat, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay. A little mistake does not bother me. As you can see, this is as raw as you will get with how true of a struggle it is to make tumblers. It's not all pretty and girly and nice and quick. But you can see here, I am applying my quick coat to the vinyl and also to the leaves. After it has fully cured, after it has fully dried, I will apply the third layer of epoxy. Before you apply your vinyl, make sure that you sand as much as you need for this last layer of epoxy. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I pronounce to you our fall tumbler. I am very happy with the way it turned out. I carry this tumbler everywhere. I fill it up with my water. It holds a lot of water. I love that it has a straw. I know that if I drop this cup, the water will not spill all over the place. And what else can I say? I love it. I love the colors. I love the way everything coordinates with everything. And I hope you enjoyed it. I also want to thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know I've said it before, but thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I am beyond grateful. I have achieved my 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for the love and support. Thank you so much for all of you that have seen my Beetlejuice cup and have liked it, that have left a comment. I very, very, very much appreciate every single one of you. You cannot imagine how grateful I am to have all of you in my life. Thank you so very much, and I hope to see you on our next video. Bye, guys.